Charlotte Dixon's going to take this.
This is going to be an incredible finish.
So exciting, but it's so close.
Bar Hansen of Denmark just crept in there.
Meg Knight just gets it.
Here comes Arabella Carbut.
Just to see Tristan van der Busche from Belgium, there was a lot of spectators, a big crowd behind him, which is fantastic. A lot of noise. There you see on the bottom left of your screen, as the athletes have been told to stop rowing and get ready for this race.
Van den Busch, a pretty accomplished rower on the water, having been in multiple types of boats, from golds, silvers at Junior World Championships, Junior European Championships. I mean, that's a seasoned athlete at this point.
Unfortunately, in this race, we were looking to enjoy and seeing Lode Lemellen, but he's missed the start of this race due to a poor internet connection. What a shame that is for Lode Lemellen, who was looking to go sub-6. So the Belgian athlete in second place is Tristan van der Busche, with that big crowd behind him. Jan Sisek there in third place, the athlete from the Czech Republic. But this big man, Shane, he's just killed every single ergo record when he was an under-19, a junior. Now he's into under-23. I know Concept 2 don't do under-23 world records as such. It's 20 to 29 their category. But what do you expect him to pull? He's got 5:45 as a projected target.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's anybody's guess, but from what I've seen of Isaiah in the past, I mean, he just holds pretty steady. He's getting into the single. He's been racing on the water. I think he's really just exploring every space that rowing has to offer at the moment. As far as pace-wise, it looks like he's starting to settle in there. Van den Busch, staying close. He's not letting him run away with it. I think that especially even the top three right now, they're all sitting there. I don't think anybody wants to let anybody go this early on, as we've seen, now that we're seeing these more seasoned athletes. I think somebody who makes that early push may have the opportunity to hold that. I don't think you're seeing that flash in the pan as early. And now anybody who makes that early push may be just trying to set the tone. And so these other athletes are going to have to counter and decide, are they going to hold? Do they think that they can push below where that athlete's moving? Harrison, they're making a little bit of a nudge down for a few strokes down to a 126, just growing that lead ever so slightly.
And Ivan Kusunov, we saw on screen there, the Moldovan athlete, he's been under 6 minutes, 5:56 in his qualification. So he's right up there with those, I guess, silver and bronze medal positions, and only 6 meters down on Jan Sisek from the Czech Republic. And really, this race, they've still got to go through 1,000 meters. We've got that clicking. You're in the second half now, but I guess his splits 128, Isaiah Harrison 127. He's just had a little pull. Do you think that's as he went through the 1,000 meters, Isaiah Harrison thought, I'm just going to lower my split just one? I'm in the second half now.
Yeah, it's almost like a little micro power push there, just to kind of reinvigorate yourself mentally, physically. Just say, I've got this. I'm not dropping. I have a little bit more here. And sometimes that reminder to your body is just worth it. Sometimes a power 20 in the middle of a piece can feel like an eternity. So something that's just a kind of a short burst that gives you a little bit of action, kind of invigorates you, keeps you connected to what you're doing there.
Leading three athletes look good in their technique. Kusunov in fourth place. Another one looks good in his technique. Why wouldn't you if you've gone sub-6 on this test? The Moldovan just 6 meters behind a medal position. What motivation is that going to give him in the last 750 meters? So Isaiah Harrison in gold medal position. Tristan van der Busche in silver. Jan Sisek at the moment in third place, being pushed by Kusunov from Moldova. That's the 1, 2, 3, 4 in this race as we head towards a great time from Isaiah Harrison. I'm not sure he's going to get that 5:45 time that he was aiming for, Shane, Isaiah Harrison, unless we see some fireworks in this.
Yeah, I mean, there'd have to be some pretty significant fireworks in the final 500 here for that to happen. And I mean, that split alone, 5:45 would just be absolutely stunning. But I think the pace that he's on is going to be more than representative of his abilities at this point. Just to call it as well to Wengo Godfrey Chan, we saw his interview before the last race. So keep your eyes on him, that Ugandan athlete. His plans being a national team 400-meter runner, and seeing his transition into the sport of indoor rowing, pretty exciting to watch.
Yeah, we can see him on the bottom right of the picture there, Wengo Godfrey Chan, as we come through in the last 250 meters. What is Isaiah Harrison going to pull as we get? Has he gone out too hard? His splits up at 1:32, not quite looking for the sprint. He hasn't quite unleashed the sprint yet, up at 37 strokes a minute. Perhaps he's suffering. He's really going for it now, isn't he? 1:33, 1:34. His splits are dropping, Shane.
Yeah, his body's starting to look like it's falling apart. I'm seeing a little bit of slippage in the trunk there, which means that he's not able to relay that power. Perhaps Vandenbush can smell that and can steam on. I don't know if it's enough with that difference in the 5-second split difference. That's a lot to make up in the final 250 here. I think Harrison's still going to take it, but Vandenbush definitely having the better push here. Harrison clearly suffering, his body not wanting to cooperate with what he's supposed to do. You can see that coach just trying to give him something to get him there.
His coach was talking to him every single stroke, wasn't he? Harrison just over the 550 mark. What an incredible time. The crowd applauding Vandenbush, but Korsunov, the Moldovan, came through.
Wow.
We missed that. That was amazing that Korsunov came through. We'll see the smile on his face. Jan Sisek just couldn't hold those splits in the last part of the race.
I'll be honest, I absolutely did not see Korsunov coming through there. That was one heck of a push. I mean, none of us saw that.
No, didn't see that. And that's one of the surprises in this race, that tremendous sprint from the Moldovan Korsunov. 4 athletes under 6 minutes in this race. What a finish from those 4 athletes. Jan Sisek, the one missing out in 4th place with 5:55. So you needed to get 5:53 to medal in the under 23s. That is amazing, isn't it?
Just stunning. I mean, I can't even fathom getting myself down to those splits. That's truly impressive. We have our final athlete, Ananias Afonso, here, with about 175 meters left to go.
From Angola, which is fantastic to see participation from Angola. Nice long stroke, easy pull in. His coach just motivating there, doing the race outside in the shade.
Looks like he's trying to get him to bring his rate up there, giving him a little bit of that hand gesture there. Bring it up. Let's get this finished strong.
24 rating. That's one of the lowest rates. It's going up to 25 now, just as he comes into the finish. 31 strokes. There he sees the finish surge. Big cheer for Ananias Afonso, the Angolan, who finishes his race. And I think we've got some highlights of that race to go and look at now. We're just waiting for the highlights package. There we go.
Well, it certainly was action-packed and very close that we almost missed a few of those medalists creeping up on the leaderboard. And here are those unofficial results now for you. Isaiah Harrison continuing on his form from last year's championships in the junior category now, the under-23 gold medalists. Ivan Kursanov taking home the silver medal, just pipping Tristan van den Busche into bronze. We didn't even see him come in, the Moldovan. He was so quick in that final 250.